Welcome back to our deep dive. So you know that really familiar, almost physically uncomfortable feeling when you're sitting across from a coworker?
Oh, or a close friend who's just going through it.
Yeah, exactly. They are going through a brutally tough time, and you desperately want to share the hope of your faith, but suddenly you just freeze.
Yeah, the total deer the headlights moment.
Right. You just swallow your words because, I mean, the absolute last thing you want is to sound pushy or,
Like
rehearse.
you're suddenly pitching them a timeshare or something.
Yes, you go straight from being this supportive friend to an awkward salesperson who totally forgot their script.
Such a relatable tension, honestly.
It really is.
Yeah.
So are we making this incredibly difficult because we treat sharing our faith like a strict assignment rather than a natural extension of who we are?
Well, yeah, I think that's exactly what's happening. And, looking at some of the discipleship tools from FaithFlow Rooted Ministry today, the deeper issue isn't actually a lack of faith on your part.
Okay, so what is it then?
It's the hidden, really crushing weight of performance. When we view evangelism as this, presentation we have to nail.
Oh, like a test.
Right. Your brain essentially treats a casual conversation like a high-stakes job interview.
Yeah.
It completely triggers your fight-or-flight response.
Wow, which is why I suddenly feel like I need a PowerPoint presentation on grace just to talk to my buddy about his bad week.
Exactly. You take on this massive responsibility to close the deal, right?
Yeah,
But that was never actually yours to carry.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, the perspective shift here is profound. The material notes that witnessing isn't about convincing someone. It's living convinced.
Living convinced. Okay, but let me push back on that for just a second.
Sure.
If I'm just living convinced, doesn't that easily turn into a bit of a cop-out? Like, I'll just, buy them a latte, smile a lot, and hope they figure it out.
Right.
Because if I actually believe this stuff, shouldn't I be doing more than just acting like a decent barista?
That is a brilliant challenge. And being a friendly barista is definitely not the end goal. It's really about building a bridge through relationship.
Serve before you speak, basically.
Yes, exactly. Think of it like a thermostat instead of a thermometer. A thermometer just reads the room, right? Just matching the stressed out vibe.
Which doesn't really help anyone.
No, it doesn't. But a thermostat actually changes the temperature of the room. When you enter a tense, hurting space and you're carrying genuine peace, you change the emotional temperature.
Ah, okay. So you aren't just reacting to their stress, you're bringing a completely different element into the environment.
Precisely. And the biblical grounding for this is just beautifully simple. If you look at Colossians 4:6, it gently reminds you to let your conversations always be full of grace.
Because grace disarms people.
It really does. Psychologically, when your coworker is stressed, their threat detection is running super high.
Oh, totally.
So if you drop a heavy theological argument on them, their walls just go right up.
But compassion and active listening, that lowers the threat detection. It creates a safe space for real vulnerability. So how do we practically do this without our minds going completely blank? Because knowing I should be a thermostat is one thing, right?
Right.
But actually knowing what to say is another.
Well, this is exactly where FaithFlow Rooted Ministry really fits naturally into that process. You are already beautifully designed by God to serve, connect, and encourage others.
Yeah, you don't have to copy someone else's loud or bold style to be a faithful presence in the room.
Exactly. And there's a discipleship tool called Faithful Witness that's specifically designed to help you navigate these exact real-life situations.
Oh, nice. Does it give you, prompts?
Well, it doesn't give you a script to memorize, thankfully. Instead, it teaches you to listen deeply and share truth with peace instead of pressure.
So taking the performance aspect right out of it.
Exactly. And they also have this faith-based guided resource called Encouraging Words That Last. It's really helpful for learning how to naturally build others up through life-giving communication.
Which is so needed, because let's be honest, we've all relied on those well-meaning but awful spiritual cliches.
Oh, like telling a grieving friend, God has a plan.
Oh, man. Saying that to someone in crisis usually just makes them want to throw their coffee at you.
It really does. It completely minimizes their pain. But these resources help you replace that pressure with genuine connection.
That is so practical. So as we wrap up this deep dive, here is a really calming takeaway for now. You are not the closer.
No, you are not.
You are not responsible for changing people's hearts. You're only asked to show up with love and truth.
And it's just so important to just normalize the slow pace of relational growth. Not every seed you plant is going to bloom immediately.
And that is perfectly okay.
It really is. Sharing your faith is a gentle rhythm of availability, not some rushed routine.
That takes so much weight off. And for you listening, that's really the beauty of walking this journey alongside FaithFlow Rooted Ministry. It's a place to grow steadily, honoring your season without any of that added pressure.
Absolutely. And as you head into your week, consider this final provocative thought to mull over. What if the most powerful message you share this week isn't spoken at all, but is simply seen in the quiet consistency of your life?